Audio commentary explaining politics. Pineapple cleaves CD44, weakening the sticking of platelets. Cloaking to tumor.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about platelets and their role in cancer cells. Also, and then this molecule called CD44, and also its role in cancer cells and tumor protection, or CD44 and its loss, the tumor protection. So CD44 is a transmembrane glycoprotein expressed on many cell types, including tumor cells, and its role in tumor metastasis, this is rather critical, is cell adhesion and migration, because CD44 helps cancer cells attach to HA, or hyaluronic acid, in the extracellular matrix, promoting migration through tissues. So basically, CD44 is one of the main parts of cancer that allows cancer to literally metastasize. And according to some research, that there is no cure for metastasis as of yet. So there's this EMT, and that is short for epithelial mesenchymal transition, and high levels of CD44 expression is linked to this EMT, which is a process where cancer cells, they gain mobility and invasiveness. So CD44 is a marker for cancer stem cells, helping them survive chemotherapy and seed metastasis. So CD44 contributes to platelets that can coat circulating tumor cells, or platelet cloaking, or in like another way, like armor for tumor cells. And this platelet armor protects tumors from immune attack, because tumor cells in the bloodstream, which is when they metastasize, are at risk of being destroyed by immune cells, especially natural killer or NK cells. So CD44 interacts with platelet p-selectin, enhancing adhesion, therefore stabilizing platelet tumor cell aggregates. This cloak helps tumor cells extravasate, or in other words, exit blood vessels at distant sites, increasing metastasis risk. So CD44 facilitates metastasis both by enabling tissue invasion and by helping tumor cells evade immune detection via platelet cloaking. Okay, I'll be comparing some of the effects of pineapple, kiwi, and papaya. So these fruits contain enzymes and bioactive compounds with various effects, which can influence digestion, inflammation, and sometimes cancer pathways indirectly. So the first one is pineapple. The key enzyme is bromelain, which is a protease. So bromelain in pineapple may reduce platelet aggregation, platelets less sticky, theoretically interfering with platelet cloaking of tumor cells. Also supports digestion of proteins, possibly amino acids, but that's beyond the scope of this video. I have other videos covering the amino acid absorption based off of these three fruits. Okay, next one is kiwi. I have other videos on kiwi, and kiwis are great. But when it comes to amino acid absorption, because T cells need amino acids, but not as good as pineapple, at least when it comes to the platelet aggregation, because kiwis can slightly inhibit platelet aggregation, which may also influence blood clotting dynamics. So not as strong as pineapples, but still a good combination with pineapple to help upregulate T cell activity. So kiwis are rich in actinitin, which is also a proteolytic enzyme and has a vitamin C, and acts as an antioxidant, reducing oxidative stress, and improves digestion and protein breakdown, just like pineapple. And then the next protease fruit is papaya, and the key enzyme is papain. And the effects are promotes digestion, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant activity. Papain in papaya may modulate immune response, but direct anti-metastatic effects are less clear than bromelain. So maybe that means that papaya is not as strong as bromelain. And also, side note, metastasis is a very serious effect of cancer. And supposedly, according to studies, there is no cure for metastasis. So metastasis is something important to pay attention to, and possibly pineapple has a stronger effect on metastasis as compared to kiwi and papaya. Not that kiwi and papaya are not good. Kiwi and papaya, they still have very strong and effective anti-cancer benefits, just not when it comes to removing or making the platelet cloaking weaker on tumors. Okay, so actually, the metastasis steps involving CD44 is step 1, tumor cells detach from the primary tumor. Step 2, they enter circulation, or in other words, intravasation. Step 3, bind platelets to form a protective cloak, preventing immune detection from immune cells such as NK cells and T cells. And then step 4, the exit circulation or extravasation and colonize distant organs. So that's the negative outcome from metastasis is the colonization of other organs. Okay, so quick recap, CD44 is a glycoprotein expressed on many cell types, including tumor cells. It exists in multiple isoforms, which can affect tumor behavior differently. So CD44 helps cancer cells survive chemotherapy and seed metastasis. Tumor cells in the bloodstream are at risk of being destroyed by immune cells, especially NK cells. That's why they rely on platelet cloaking as an armor to protect them from immune detection. So basically, CD44 interacts with platelet P selectin. Therefore, CD44 facilitates a metastasis. Bromelain in pineapple theoretically interferes with platelet cloaking of tumor cells because the platelets have like adhesion molecules that allows the attaching of the platelet to the tumor, but pineapple can cut those or cleave those adhesion molecules, therefore weakening platelet cloaking armor on tumor cells. Kiwis are also protease rich in actinitin and vitamin C, improves digestion and protein breakdown of amino acids, which T cells rely on. But kiwis are not as strong as pineapples when it comes to inhibiting or weakening platelet cloaking and aggregation on tumors. And then papaya, another protease, and has a papain. Papain may modulate immune response, but direct anti-metastatic effects are less clear than bromelain, or at least according to this study. So that's it for the video. If you're interested in future videos, then make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially with your friends and anyone else who might have health issues or cancer-related concerns. Keep it locked in here on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.